Tony Marcatelli here, Chairman at ICPA. Welcome to another one of my ICPA in Practice blogs. The whole thing's very worrying, actually, at the moment. But I suppose the most worrying thing was it's constantly changing, and it's very difficult to pin down exactly what is going on. But and it is genuinely constantly changing. I've been involved in the joint tax strategy for getting on for over a year, along with various other institutes and organisations, and every time we go to a meeting something seems to be constantly changing. But the one thing that concerns me is a fairly recent hot off the press. HMRC's executive committee has put out that they will, and this is one of the things that their work plan will consider the extent to which those who meet brackets yet to be determined standards should be given access to more services. For example, the ability to correct and change things online. Now, HMRC have got this amazing belief that, you know, accountants are desperate to go online and change things and put things right that, excuse me, they have done wrong in the first place. They have very little knowledge or understanding of the fact that we can't simply just go ahead and put things right without spending a lot of time and effort discussing with clients if it is actually wrong in the first place. But they seem to think this is something that we want. But yet, you know, this yet to be determined. Well, we are now here in what, May 2014. This thing is supposed to be all be coming into being in April, and this bit has yet to be determined. Consider the extent to those who meet yet to be determined standards should be given access to more services. You know, it just beggars belief. They'll hide behind the fact and say it has to go slowly, we have to take our time, we have to meet, we have to deal with techie types, etc. But what worries me is it's not that it's going slowly, it's that there's nothing wrong in taking your time and getting it right and going slowly. This lot are going slowly but constantly changing their mind. So what's going to happen is, at the last minute, suddenly it will be an avalanche or a waterfall or whatever they care to call it of changes suddenly happening in very, very, very short space of time, because they've frittered away the time that they had to get this thing sorted. Here we are, as I say, in May, and we are still uncertain about many, many, many things. You know, it is all going digital. We're going to have to get used to it. We're going to have to get up to speed with it. Certain practitioners that maybe are of a certain age who don't want to get involved in it, then, you know, but don't want to give up the practice, etc., are going to find it very difficult, may have to seek help. The biggest pitfall for the practitioners, as I said before, is that we rely predominantly upon third-party software to deal with this. The biggest concern that we have at the moment is that HMRC is liaising with software providers, if you like, in one room, with accountants and agents, if you like, in another room, and I have absolutely no idea what they're talking to them about and what they are telling them about agents, and what agents are being told. Well, we're being told nothing about what's been going on with software providers. That's an absolute fact. I can state that categorically. We've been told nothing about what's going on with software providers. So I wonder what they're being told. But we are going to have to rely upon software providers, and get it wrong. If the software providers get it wrong, you know who's going to get the fines and the penalties. They see online self-serve, the ability of an accountant to instantly access client records at a drop of a hat, as being something that we are absolutely dying to get hold of. Actually, that's a nonsensical thing. We are not dying to get hold. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it is not the be-all and end-all of the digital revolution. you know, HMRC would like to think it is, and that's probably one of the easiest things they can actually deliver. But yet they're making a complete pig's breakfast of it because we still haven't got it in place. We still don't know what all this stuff is. They're talking about standards and who's going to have access. We know, we still believe we're all going to have to re-register. IDA, we're hardly being told anything about that. So here we are, as I keep saying, in May, hardly knowing anything. What can I say? I wish one knew more. And I'm going to the meetings and having meetings with them every few months, and I'm still not sure.